today, all I can say is what an incredible turnout for this very special occasion. And I certainly couldn't be more proud. Let me introduce the people that are up here on the stage with me, and I'll make a few comments and then we'll get the program underway. But first of all, we have our guest of honor, Senator Richard Shelby and Dr. Annette Shelby. Dr. Sam Ginn, he is obviously a very recognizable figure, but he is representing the Board of Trustees today. But you'll also note that he is the namesake of our College of Engineering. And of course, our president, Dr. Jay Gouge, president of Auburn. About 7 years ago, and I think about 2001, our college established a vision, and our vision was to move to the next level of excellence. To be thought of, I think, and in terms of that handful of schools that are considered to be the very best colleges of engineering in the nation. And if you think about that kind of vision, you know, there's quite a challenge involved, but it was one that we certainly felt like that we could overcome. And if you look at universities, you know that reputations are determined by the faculty and the students. If you look at great universities, you know they have renowned faculty and they have very brilliant students. So how do you attract those people? How does a great university attract those sorts of people to them? Well, really I think it's two things. Financial incentives. You've got to have the professorships, the fellowships and the scholarships to get those people. But you've also got to have incredible facilities. And I think about what the College of Engineering has been dealing with in the shop buildings that were probably built in the 1930s, and it's not a great attractor for our recruiting efforts, both from students and from a faculty perspective. But I think I can assure you today that a major step has been taken in satisfying our facility needs in our effort to move to this next level of excellence with the completion of the first phase of the Shelby Center. All you have to do is to look around at this magnificent building and you understand what it means and what it will mean to our recruiting efforts. I will have a few comments to make and some recognitions to make in my closing remarks, but now let me introduce Auburn University's president, Dr. Jay Gouge, for some comments.
Thank you, Dean Benefield. This is truly a great day in the life of Auburn University. It's a great day for the people of Alabama, and it's a great day for our country. If you think about the power that engineering has had on the quality of life in this country, the standard of living that we have in this country, a host of things, even the medical side, the transportation side, it's an absolute fundamental discipline in our country. And from the land grant beginning in 1862 with the Morrill Act, the mechanical arts, which today we'd call engineering and the sciences, are absolutely key to a land grant university. So we're delighted to have each one of you here today. There are a few folks that I do want to recognize that are with us. We have the President Pro Tem of our Board of Trustees, Mr. Paul Spina. Paul is here with us today. Thank you for being here, Paul. We have other members of our board that are with us. We have Mr. Gaines Lanier is over here in the corner. We have, let me see. We have Dr. Dwight Carlisle with us. We have Ms. Sarah Newton. Let's see, we have John Blackwell with us. And let's see, of course we got Sam Ginn with us. And who did I leave out? Oh, Jimmy Raines. Jimmy Raines with us. Thank you, Jimmy. We also have with us Bud Kramer, Congressman Kramer. Congressman has served his district for a number of years, and it's been announced that he is he's going to retire at the end of the current term. We thank you for your public service, your commitment, not only to the district, but the state and beyond. We appreciate everything you do. Thank you. From the Auburn area, we have with us Representative Mike Hubbard that is here today. Thank you. And we have Senator Ted Little with us. And I have not seen them, but they're supposed to be here. We have Mayor Bill Ham from the city of Auburn and Gary Fuller from, where are you, Mayor? All right. Gary Fuller from Opelika. Thank you. We also have the former Chief Justice of the Alabama Supreme Court, Bo Talbert, with us today. Bo, we appreciate you being with us also. I can't see you, but I know, oh, that's the important part. I just simply want to say this is a marvelous building. We appreciate the work of Senator Shelby. We appreciate greatly, Dr. Shelby, your work, your interest in STEM-related programs, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. They're making a huge difference in our state and our nation, and it's important to each one of us. I'd be remiss if I didn't say a special thank you to Dean Benefield. The Dean. Vision and the leadership and the faculty in this college, the staff in this college, and the students, we've got something we're going to be proud of for decades to come, and it will truly leave a legacy for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, President Gooch. Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Sam Ginn, who will make a few comments about the building and his experience, I think, at Auburn when he was a student.
Well, the first thing I'd like to do is ask Senator Shelby and Annette to stand, and I'd like for you to tell them how we thank them for what they've done for us. Well, as we sit or stand in this beautiful building today, it harkened back to what was here before. And I'm going to tell you one of the reasons why, Senator and Annette, you make us proud. Because what stood here before was a dorm, a men's dorm called Magnolia Hall. Now, I would say the architecture was rather pedestrian. It was sort of cinder block. The trustees understand that now that we have this wonderful facility, we have to make it work. And we all have great confidence in Larry Benefield and his staff to make sure that we turn out the kind of engineers that will help us compete in the global economy. And my brief conversation with the senator early on today, I understand that he's in the right place too. That basically, if we can't technically innovate over the next century, then we cannot compete in a global economy. And Senator and Annette, you have done a fabulous, you've given us a fabulous opportunity, and we will not disappoint. So thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sam. Now, I understand that both of you want to have some remarks. Is that correct?
Mine will be shorter.
Yours will be shorter. So I'm going to just ask Dr. Shelby if she will come up and make a few remarks first. Thank you.
Members of the Board of Trustees, President Gouge, Dean Benefield, faculty, staff, students, friends, family, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted and honored to be a part of this historic and happy occasion. And as an academic, I am particularly happy to be associated with any building dedicated to teaching, research, and service. But to be associated with this beautiful building is very, very special indeed. As the university moves beyond its sesquicentennial, I think it's appropriate very briefly to review and to remember the historic commitment that this university has had to technical education. Though chartered in 1856 as a liberal arts institution, within little more than a decade, the East Alabama Male College, as it was first known, established a technical focus with coursework in civil engineering, and only 3 years later granted a degree. Through its various name changes, the university and the University of Alabama and, the university and the Alabama legislature, sorry, that was a Freudian slip. Too steeped. Have reaffirmed its commitment as a cornerstone of the university's mission. The name, first name change, the Agricultural and Mechanical College of Alabama, appropriated the language of the Morrill Act, which established land-grant colleges, and using that language, agriculture and mechanics shifted the mission of this college. The next name change, the Alabama Polytechnic Institute, recognized, in the words of then President Braun, the sciences and arts in general that relate to the industrial development of modern civilization. What a mission. And the next name change, and I think we would all agree it will likely be the last, Auburn University, affirmed the college's status as a comprehensive university with an enduring engineering legacy. Today, we dedicate phase 1 of this state-of-the-art Center for Engineering Technology, a center for excellence in computers and in software and wireless engineering. May this facility create a teaching environment, training engineers for the 21st century, and may it educate new faculty to teach this and future generations. May this facility create a research environment focused on ensuring our nation's technological competitiveness in an uncertain, a changing, a globalized economy. And may this facility create a service environment that shares its knowledge, its resources for the benefit of Alabama, for the benefit of this nation, and for the benefit of all humankind. Thank you.
That's going to be hard to follow. But I'll ask you to come up and mention.
President Gouge, members of the Board of Trustees, alumni, faculty, friends, fellow citizens. As you know, I'm a trailing spouse today. I don't mind that role. I've been that way on a lot of occasions. I'm not an academic. My wife is, and she'll speak. But I can tell you, I'm proud of this facility. I'm proud of Auburn University. I'm proud to know that this is our largest engineering facilities that we have in the state. And I set out on a mission a few years back, 10, 12 years ago, and I said to myself in Washington, D.C., if I, among others, with the help of my colleagues, including Congressman Kramer and others, I said, if we can revitalize, if we can build first-class, world-class, state-of-the-art math, science, and engineering facilities at our major universities, we will change the economy of this state. We will change the opportunities of our grandchildren, and we will be known around the world. Well, this is happening. So this is evidence of this, phase one of this building. And the board honors us today, me, my wife, my family, by the name, but it's not the name, it's what comes out of it. The research that the faculty will do here for products of the future. The students that they will produce here that will be on the cutting edge of technology and therefore the economy. We must compete, not just with the Europeans, the Germans and the French and the English or the Japanese. We must compete with the Chinese and the Indians and others in the future. People here at Auburn University know this. And this is going to help change our state and help our nation. So congratulations to Auburn. This is a great day for Auburn, and we look forward to seeing the second phase down the road, and mainly the products that will bolster us, our state, our reputation, our economy coming out of this. Thank you.
Well, I think it's obvious from the comments that you've heard today that we're certainly extremely proud of this new facility. You know, we have the potential in our college to be among the very best colleges of engineering, and I really want to speak on behalf of our students and our faculty, our staff, and our alums to truly express the gratitude that we have for this facility, which is certainly going to play a key role in our effort to move to that next level of excellence. And we do want to express our very, very deep appreciation to Senator and Dr. Shelby, to the Auburn University Board of Trustees, to Dr. Jay Gouge, to Dr. Don Large, who has really been very helpful through this process, but also to many Auburn alums that have stepped up as well, and all of these individuals have provided support that have resulted in the completion of phase one of the Shelby Center for Engineering Technology, and also the support that's going to be necessary to move forward with phase two of this. And by the way, if we stay on schedule there, we hope to be breaking ground in September on phase two of this project. So I want to thank all of you so much for the support that you've provided. And I would be remiss if I didn't say a little bit more about our alums. For us to move forward with phase two, the College of Engineering was required to raise a little over $18 million to go to help support this project. And thanks to the generosity of a large group of our alums and friends of the College of Engineering here, that has been accomplished. And we have that money, along with the appropriations from the senator, to move forward with that part of our project. So my next duty here is to pull out my recognition list and to begin recognizing, and I'm going to, folks, there's no way that I can recognize everyone that has contributed. I will recognize the donor side first, and then when we get to the construction project side, I'll recognize an individual and hope that you'll carry that recognition back and thank all the people involved. But from our donor side, and I'm going to go through a list of donors here that have been major contributors, and these particular individuals, all you have to do is to look around both inside and outside this building at various areas, and you see names associated with those areas. And these are the individuals or friends or companies that have provided significant funding so that our facility needs would be met here. So let me begin with Dynetics and Mark Bendixson, and I know Mark is here in the audience. William Bynum with Bob and Gretchen Bynum here today. Charles and Carol Ann Gavin, they're right back there. Al and Emma Gentle, right. Charles and Rosemary Jager. LaVon and Nancy Jordan. Oliver and Sally Kingsley. Tom and Betty Lowe. Mike and Jane McCartney. Mike. Bill and Lana McNair. Dick Keena. Dick. Ed and Peggy Reynolds. Bill Ward. Folks, thank you so much for your support. And on the project side, as I said, I will call one individual's name out for the various companies that are involved, but there have been many, many people that have played very significant roles here. I just wish I could recognize every one of you. Architects, HOK was the architect on the project, and Paul Wolford is here representing HOK. The construction manager, Hoare Construction, was the construction manager for the project, and Rob Burton is their CEO. Rob, are you here? Rob is here. The general contractor, and there were other contractors involved, but I will mention the general contractor, Bailey Harris, and his construction company. I know Alan Harris is here. I spoke to him earlier today. Alan's somewhere. The Auburn University facilities, I probably spent more time with Mitch Wally than Mitch probably cared for me to spend with him. But he was the project manager for this project, and I really want to thank Mitch for everything that he's did to help out so immensely in this. So thank you, Mitch, for your... The beautiful portrait of the Shelbys, the artist for that was Michael Del Priori, and Michael is here. He and I have spoken several times today, but that is just an incredible portrait. So Michael. And for those of you who did not have a chance to see the mosaic that's in the vestibule as you enter the building there, another very beautiful piece of art. Gary Wagner and Joanne Blake did an incredible job there. So. That is really going to conclude our program. To my left, there's a tent. There'll be refreshments out there. Please partake. For those of you that are interested in engineering displays, they're in the Jordan courtyard. That's the Kingsley courtyard. There are displays, and for those that maybe missed tours and would like to take a tour, that's also the staging area for additional tours of this beautiful facility. So, once again, folks, thank you all for making this incredible day such a wonderful occasion. Thank you so much.